need the axe. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing lines, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, look, this is the moment I waited. I took all my options and weighed them.
What's going on, YouTube? You're back with the Prez out here in Juniper Park today, and as you guys can see, we got the rings hung up. So today I'm going to be bringing you the top 3 exercises you guys need to be practicing to get stronger for the gymnastic ring movements. Movements such as front levers, back levers, muscle ups, dips on the rings, pull-ups. You guys need to build general basic strength on the rings. The same way you guys got to do basic general strength on the bars, right? And again, the rings are going to have a great translation over to the overall bar work because they're going to cause instability. The stronger you are on the rings, the stronger you're going to be on the bars. So the top 3 exercises you guys need to master to get stronger on the gymnastic rings. Let's go. So the first exercise you guys need to master is the ring support hold. Now look, you guys want to have rings that are just about face high, right? The reason why you want the rings a little higher is you want to get comfortable jumping up and getting your body over the rings, right? So you're going to have to do that for muscle ups. An easy way to start is getting comfortable just jumping up for these ring support holds. So I'm going to start with the beginner variation, everything compressed, and I'll show you how to make the variation harder and harder as you get stronger. And again, these are going to be all straight arm movements. Straight arm movements are very key for ring strength. Remember, back levers, front levers, planches, those are all straight arm exercises. And you got to have a general straight arm strength that's going to build the tendon strength and the stability throughout the joints and the working muscles. So first exercise, ring support holds. Let's go. And like I said, you want the rings just about face high. Now always, guys, start with your feet together. Show everything. Start with my feet, everything tight, guys. Always maintain this line before you start any exercise. Squeeze the glutes. This way when you get up, your body's already in that line. You don't want to have loose limbs. Again, that's going to cause loose energy. You want your energy to be dispersed evenly. One link. Your whole body is one kinetic chain. Ready? So get into a false grip to start. Ready, guys? And all we're going to do is we're going to jump and we're going to lock out right away. 1, 2, 3. And this is a basic ring support hold, right? Toes are pointed down. My shoulders are slightly rounded forward, right? We're not back like this. Shoulders are slightly rounded forward. I'm slightly piked at the hips, meaning my core and my glutes are all engaged. Squeezing the toes, pointing them down. Now that's going to be the beginner variation. You guys want to stay tight. It's literally a hollow body hold on the ring. It's going to build a ton of straight arm strength and the elbow tendon, the shoulders. It's also going to cause constant tension of the chest because we're keeping our arms close. And remember, when the humerus crosses the body, it's maximum tension on the chest. So being in this hollow body position, holding contracted while everything's tight, is going to cause constant tension on the chest. So you will build a stronger and bigger chest just doing these holds. Now, like I said, I'll show you guys how you guys can progress from this exercise into more advanced versions. So beginner variation, you guys want to be as hollow and tight to the body as you can, right? And then as you get stronger and stronger, you guys want to open up, almost as if you're doing an iron cross, right? But we're not going to go to full iron cross. This is just going to add more leverage to the body. Now our limbs are going to be farther. It's going to be harder for our body to stabilize. So watch. Jump up, everything's already in that line, right? So beginner variation, as you get stronger, you start bringing the rings farther and farther apart. Hold here, until you can get to about here. Hold this for time, re-rack to starting position, and drop down. So the goal for this exercise, you guys want to be able to accumulate about 1 minute straight total body hold, right? And the way you guys can work for that is to try to do total sets worth 2 minutes. So we'll do 30-second holds 4 times, right? Build up to being able to do 4 sets of 30-second holds. If you guys could work up to do 4 seconds of 30-second holds in each position, you'll pretty much gain the strength to hold 1 minute in each position, right? And remember, always start beginner. Hollow body hold first, then gradually come out a little further, And let me be honest with you guys. For me to hold this position, max effort, I won't even get a full minute. Maybe I'll get 4 sets of 30 seconds, but right now I'm not going to be able to hit that full 1 minute. So I still have to build up strength in that range. But again, that's the advanced variation of a ring support hold, almost getting you down to a full iron cross. So that's the first exercise you guys want to master. We're trying to get stronger and better for your gymnastic ring movements. Let's go. All right, guys, the second exercise you guys want to master, and you guys have heard me speak on this exercise numerous times, skin the cat. And I'm going to show you guys the beginner to the more advanced full skin the cat variation. And again, all these exercises are straight arm movements. So even though they're straight arm movements, you guys might think we're not getting muscle engagement besides everything in our arms. These are all going to be intense pulling exercises too, especially these skin the cats, straight arm pull movement. Those ring support holds, it's a straight arm pressing movement. So you're getting those opposite push pull muscles, even though we're just doing isometric static holds, building up strength. So the second exercise you guys need to master is the skin the cat. And we're going to start in the beginner variations tucked, and I'll show you guys how we're going to open up. So first variation, always guys, come to a full dead hang. Full dead hang, everything tight, knees tucked in. All we're going to do, straight arms lift around, come around, just the horizontal, hold, come back, stop right here, back around, stop right here. Now, even on your first try, you may only get 1 rep. That's fine. Remember, it's going to be a strength building exercise at first. But once your body gets comfortable at the movement, it's all a learning process, just getting your body used to going through full range of motion, almost in that 360 motion. You will learn the comfortability quick, and you'll get stronger and stronger every session. And again, this is all rotation of the shoulder joint. This is all shoulder health. And again, this is going to be a straight arm pulling movement. So that was the first variation of the skin the cat. Remember, everything tucked, not going further than horizontal. So we're stopping in that tucked front lever position, and then we're pulling back, and we're stopping in that tucked back lever position. That's going to keep you in just that 180-degree angle, and it's not going to put us through that full extension of the shoulder joint, which is going to really be the full range of motion skin the cat, as well as opening up our hips and piking and more core activation. So second variation, once you get good at that, and again, you guys want to master to be able to do an easy 5 to 8 reps of the beginner variation. So 5 to 8 of these reps right here, 5 to 8 of these, right? Get good at this. 1, 2. Get to the point where you can do that easily for 5 to 8 reps, and then you can move on to more advanced variations. Now, the second variation, all it's going to involve is coming from that tuck position to more full extension of the leg and the knee joint. That's going to cause more leverage and more gravity to come down on the body. It's also going to open the hips a little more. So once you get good at the beginner variation of the skin the cat in that tuck position, now you guys want to get strong at the more advanced variation. The way we do that is, it's all going to be back lever work. We're not going to work the front lever part of the portion of it. Now that's going to be a stronger pull. We're just working specifically on the skin the cat, which is going to be more in that back lever position work. So bring the camera to the side again. So again, guys, you guys are going to start the same way now, but instead of starting with your knees bent, I want you guys starting in a full L sit here. We're going to come up, we're going to stay in this L sit the whole time, not losing the angle, not losing the angle, not losing the angle. We're going to come. Now look, I'm still in that L sit. We're going to pull up through the abdomen. We're going to pull up, come back to this L sit, straight arm pull back around, keeping in that L the whole time, keeping in the L, back here, back down. So remember, we're coming into an L sit and we're maintaining that 90-degree angle through the full movement. All we're doing is pulling down on those rings, rotating our body now. And again, from coming from tuck to the full L, it's going to be more leverage on the body in general, more gravity, so it's going to feel like you're doing more work. The resistance is going to be greater. So that's the second variation you guys want to master in the skin the cat. And once you guys get comfortable at that, it's all a matter of now opening up the shoulder joint a little bit more and opening up the hips, really opening up the hips, almost putting them into full extension, and then piking back up through the abs and the glutes. So this is an exercise in the variation of the skin the cat that you guys are going to want to work to once you guys really start building that shoulder mobility and flexibility, and you guys get really comfortable going back and forth in that full L position, completely straight arm, no bending of the arms. That's the key. You guys want to make sure the arms are staying completely locked out for these exercises. And now the third variation that you guys want to get to, which is going to be the more advanced variation of the skin the cat, is going to be, again, now full skin the cat, everything open. We're going to fully open our hips at the bottom, fully extend. We're going to rotate out. So now we're going to get some external rotation at the bottom of the rings, almost a complete dislocate of the shoulders, almost. And then we're going to pike back up. So Watch, catch it from the side again. And I'm actually gonna raise the rings a little bit for you guys for this one.
You catch it
You guys
differently.
can see, just a slight raise. Boom. Boom. All right, so remember, we're gonna start the same way. We're gonna start this in the L sit variation, starting in the L. We're gonna come up, staying in that L sit all the way around, right? But now what we're gonna do, watch, we're gonna open up more. Feet come down, now hike up, come back around to here. Ready? Watch the shoulders, watch the wrist. Open up, hips come down. So that's the most advanced variation of the skin to cat. And again, if I was higher, the rings were higher, you guys would see I would almost come down to my body would almost be back to vertical when I come down, right? But because the floor is there, I can only get so much depth in the shoulder extension. But again, it's the same thing. The higher the rings, the longer you'll be able to extend your body. Same thing like doing pull-ups on a higher bar. If you have a low bar, your feet aren't gonna be able to touch your feet are gonna touch the floor. You won't be able to get that full lockout. So that's the second exercise you guys need to master on the rings in order to get any type of progress and advance to stronger and more advanced movements. So number 1, ring support holds. Number 2, skin to cats. See you at the next one. All right, guys, so the third exercise you guys gotta master on the rings is called the ring fly hold. Now look, don't get it twisted. Just because it looks like we're getting into a push-up variation exercise, this is not a push-up variation exercise. It's gonna be a push exercise, a straight arm push. Listen, this is probably, and that's why it's number 3, the hardest of the 3 exercises that you guys have to master. This is gonna mimic full body tension that's most relative to more advanced moves like back levers, front levers, planches, Malteses. This exercise is gonna have you grounded to the rings and the floor at the same time. And again, the more open you can get, the more tension on your body that it's gonna be. So the beginner variation would look like this. And now look, guys, I have the rings pretty low. So to start, if you guys need to, you could raise the rings for this exercise. But the goal should be to have the rings as low as possible. Now watch, straight arm movement, I told you, ring flies. Watch, guys. So you guys wanna start in a push-up support hold, just like this. Now beginners, you guys just wanna get strong, holding out here. Hold like this for time. As you get strong there, come out a little further. Over time, as you get strong, you guys wanna be able to get to full depth, full straight arm, full extension of the shoulder joint. Now listen, like I said, that's gonna really mimic full body tension for those more advanced exercises. It's gonna put a ton of stress on the chest. It's gonna put it in a deep isometric eccentric contraction. It's gonna put the delts, the side delts, in an isometric static position, causing a lot of tension. You guys are gonna be flexed and engaged at the glutes, the core. Everything has to be in that straight line. If you guys aren't holding that straight line, you guys are gonna collapse and your lower back's gonna concave. This is the third exercise that you guys need to master in order to get stronger and progress on the rings and get better to go move on to more advanced movements. And it's gonna have a great translation, all these exercises, over to your bar work, whether it be just regular dips, push-ups, pull-ups. Everything on the bar will get easier once you get strong and can control the movements on the rings. And again, these straight arm movements are key to building tendon and joint stability and strength. Remember, the rings are gonna cause instability. Stronger your tendons and the joints are in themselves and the muscles in themselves, the more work they'll be able to put out and the better they're gonna be on a stable surface like the bars. So again, these are the top 3 exercises you guys need to master to get stronger and better on the gymnastic rings. Number 1, dip support holds. Number 2, skin to cat holds. And number 3, ring fly holds, in that order, and that's from the easiest to the hardest variation of the exercises. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Try it out, tag me, let me know how it goes. You got any questions, leave it in the comment section. I always comment back. And like always, guys, like the video, leave a comment, share it, share with your friends, your family, and of course, like always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you did, share the video again so more of your friends and family can subscribe. And don't forget, peace out, guys. BARNATURALS.
Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, look.